first interval done. Quite happy with that. I managed to hit 222 watts over the 10 minutes, and I was going to start off a bit easier, and I had to go through a village, so yeah, I think I've got some quite good legs today. Let's see if I can keep it up over the next 3 blocks that I have. Let's go!
A few moments later.
Ugh, just had to stop, got stuck at a really busy main road and then behind such a slow truck with a trailer. So overall I'm really happy with how it's been going today. It's very windy, but I managed to hit some really good watts on the 10 minutes. My second block I got a bit stuck behind a truck, but apart from that I was averaging somewhere from like 222 watts to 225. I would say this is a really high level for me at the moment. This isn't like things I'm always hitting, so I'm particularly in a good place after a lot of training, after coming down from altitude from Kenya, and from also having a few easy weeks after Kenya. So when I'm getting on the bike these days I'm pretty fresh, so very happy. Hope we can kind of keep it up, and time to get home in the wind. See you in a bit. So this morning when I was laying in bed at 7 this morning, I decided to sign up for the UCI qualifier in August in Sweden. It's actually a 3-day stage race, but you can just sign up to one of the days, which is what I've done, and I've decided to do the UCI qualifier. Why, you might ask? I only started gravel riding last October, so I don't have loads of experience, but I ended up going to Kenya to do migration gravel race and also a UCI qualifier there. And I ended up qualifying, so I really want to get a feeling for what it feels like to race at this level, because I don't think Kenya was a good example because the field was so small there. Maybe in terms of difficult terrain, but in terms of racing and the level of the women, yeah, I'm still very clueless about it. So definitely going into this one to gain experience, probably get dropped, but just to have a feeling for what it's like. So I'm going to be training for that now. It's about 5 weeks away, so I want to try and share as much of that as possible. Also mainly about the event itself, because I'm quite curious to see what the level is like there. I'm 100% like going in with the mentality like I won't be up there, and it's not really for me to qualify, it's just to go and have fun, and also go to a well-organized event as well. So if you want to know what they're like and what the level is like, then follow along and we can learn together. So I've just got out on a zone 2 ride, such nice weather. So 90 minutes, probably take the lower end of my heart rate zone as I have a low recovery today. Also a bit of a low recovery yesterday. Yesterday I just had a strength session. My legs are actually a little bit sore from it today, so just gonna take it easy, get back in time to catch the end of the Tour de France, and yeah, have some fun. The weather's so nice. And then tonight, packing for France, we leave there to go there tomorrow, so a nice long 12-hour drive. I'm feeling super reflective on the bike today, and just thought I'd like share some of the thoughts going around my head. But ultimately I was thinking about planning a new Instagram reel, explaining why I don't post so much these days. And it's more the fact that I'm not relating to some of the content I've put out there, and I want to make sure that the content I do put out there is stuff that I feel proud about and that really reflects me as a person. But ultimately it got me thinking about my purpose behind starting my Instagram account and starting now a YouTube, and it's the reason that I'm struggling to relate to women's cycling content. Either it's at a pro level, which I obviously can't relate to, or it's very like beginner friendly, like how to buy your new bike and don't wear underwear with your bibs, or it's posy, which I don't mind myself because I also do it, but there's a lack of substance to go with it. So for me, I'm really missing this gap, which surely is pretty big because everyone can't remain a beginner forever, and with the influx of women beginning to cycle, not everyone's going to become pro. But it's this middle ground I miss, where it's just women out there training, pushing limits, stepping out their comfort zone, sharing, learning, and I really want to start to well, role model, I don't know, but start to show this kind of content, because that's what I miss. There are some really cool accounts out there actually that I do follow, and I do love seeing their updates. But yeah, I just wanted to share like what's on my mind and some of the reason behind starting this YouTube channel. Hope that gives you like a bit of insight. Oh, just finished up the bike ride. Feeling really tired today. Nothing too crazy on the stats. 135 heart rate, 131 watts, over 90 minutes. Now, time to get on the sofa, get a nice cool drink and get the tour on. I think we've got enough cherries there.
Full of fucking French people here.
Oh, it's so nice. Look at the weather. Just got on the bike. Just got on the bike. 100k. It's really hot, and I'm already at the highest point probably I'll be today. Got about 1,000 meter of climbing, so not too bad. Just battling the heat. Had a really slow morning. We didn't get in until 1 AM last night. I wanted to get some food from the market this morning, which on a Saturday morning. So yeah, looking forward to this ride. I don't know if you can see, but it's lavender season. Oh. Just got to Cisteron. I've never come this way into it, it's so nice. Oh, having such a nice ride so far. Look at this. Just at Cisteron, it's so nice here. About halfway, it is really hot, and I've just had mainly like a really long descent to Cisteron, and it was a headwind, so it was pretty hot and dry wind. And now I go back along another valley road, which is then slowly climbing up. So yeah, it's probably going to be quite warm, but look, I mean, when you're rewarded with stuff like this, it's so nice to be back in France. Quick pit stop just before my last climb to get in some Coke and a banana. The heat is getting to me a little bit, but yeah, not long to get home now. Cheers! So good. Just finished. Well, it was really tough. It was tougher than what, I don't know, what it shows maybe. I think I averaged around 160 watts for just under 4 hours. 100k, about 1100 meters climbing. I'm so glad I had that Coke and banana. I needed that. And now just walking back up to the house. Tour de France time. So I'm out on a zone 2 ride. It's Sunday. Feeling a little bit tired from my ride yesterday, but just happy to be here and happy to be out. So just gonna keep it really steady. Hoping to finish with some nice low average watts and heart rate. Couple of climbs where it'll be tricky to stay in zone 2, so I'll probably go into zone 3 for a bit. But I also like the challenge sometimes of just really trying to keep my heart rate down, even on like steeper inclines. And yeah, it's lavender season here, so hopefully gonna also try and find some nice lavender fields before they get harvested in the next week or so, and just enjoy the views. I'm going on a route that I would usually in the past have done pretty fast, so it's just really nice to be out here, take it easy and just enjoy. So I've just got to this spicy little climb, which is a bit difficult on my zone 2, but anyway, Col to Negron. Oh, I've had some moments up this climb before, but today just zone 2, zone 3, which is actually quite difficult because you can see it's not that long, 3.5k, but averaging 8%. So yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to keep the heart rate down, but it's a really nice climb. So, made it to the top. It's actually really nice to do that in zone 2. I've only ever done that, like, yeah, giving it a bit of an effort. It's just so nice to stop and enjoy the views and just take it easy. So yeah, really like that. Now on to, I think we have like 11.5 kilometer almost descent. Really gentle sloping, it's so nice. So yeah, it's always worth getting up to the top of this climb, even those times I do big efforts, because the descent here is just like perfect. So on the last climb to get home, this is what we're looking at. So to get back to our house, there's basically 3 different climbs that you have to do. The nice thing with this one is that it's got the longest descent back down to our house. Another one of the climbs has a bit of a shorter descent, and the other climb you are climbing to get to our house. So because the house is halfway or maybe 2/3 up a pretty big climb, yeah, you're always finding yourself climbing to get back. So ready for this one, also ready for some lunch. So just wrapping up my first YouTube video. Yeah, trying to weigh up how it's felt. I like creating the longer format, but at the same time, sometimes you do something or say something and it works in the moment, and then you look back at it and you think, is that a bit cringe? But anyway, I'm gonna roll with it. I like being able to share more of my training. This week's gone pretty good. Hey. And I've done about, I think it's just under 11 hours of training. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And next week I have a pretty big week planned, and also ending the week on an effort up the Mont Ventoux from So. I do that every year, so it's a nice way to gauge, yeah, just how the training's been going. So really looking forward to that. Got some friends visiting. So if you want to see how my week goes, fully training here in France and working at the same time and having these lovely animals to keep me company, then follow along and we'll have some fun. Ciao.